Alright, hello, SpeedGaming 3. Welcome back to Castlevania Aria Randomizer Tournament 2022. Today we have losers round 1, a match between Rina and Astral Fates. Preset-wise, same as every previous match, so shop sanity, that means hammer is available at the shop and items have random prices. Area random, means that area connections are randomized. Boss random, which means that bosses other than Creaking Skull, Manticore, and the final 3 are randomized in location. And Panther first, which means that the first progression item we're going to get is Panther. Not a bad shop off the start. You have Yasutsuna, which is a quite decent weapon. Black Belt, one of the best accessories in the game, as well as Final Guard for a soul. Final Guard itself lets you basically go invincible for a minute. I rolled the dude. So, yeah, treat that as you will. Looks like we also saw the cloth tunic pickup. If it was cheap, it's not a bad idea. It's just a bit more defense. Astral Fates chose to skip the Yasutsuna, which I disagree with on principle, but we'll see how it goes for her. So now it doesn't look like we're going to see Panther in this first room. Runners could make the choice to head left through this exit and see where it goes. But without Panther, that's a bit of a slower choice to do. Though we might see Rina save split that by saving, heading left, and then resetting. Gonna see Creaking Skull up soon. Should be a pretty easy fight, especially with the tiny Devil Soul. It shouldn't be a trouble for either runner. Though Rina did catch up a bit with the higher damage of Kunitsuna compared to the knife that Astral is using. Both taking saves. This isn't a bad idea. For less experienced runners or on more dangerous seeds, it can be a good idea to save a lot more often than you would in easier seeds. You never know when you're going to take a death and lose 20 minutes and the race. So, the 5-second loss of a save, nothing to be concerned about. Just the random Fleaman drop for Astral, it's nothing amazing, but we are going to get Panther now. Blue Soul, you need to hold R to use it, consumes mana, but at a very slow rate, and this is the movement soul of the game. I just headed up the climb, and we're going to get into the upper part of corridors and the checks that it contains. Probably going to see Malphus pretty soon here, if it's a more standard seed. We'll see. Seeing Slide, as well as the Gorgon Soul. Both pretty good. And it's probably Malphus? Yeah, Malphus. So Malphus Slide for both. And the decent con boost from Gorgon, assuming Astral is able to find the mana to use her Tiny Devil Soul. Looks like Rina is chosen to head to the right of corridors rather than take the exit that is now available with Malphus. Not a bad choice, you get a save on the right, and don't have to deal with whatever random area you run into next. We're going to be seeing the same movement from Astral Fates. We got a Batlock check there, looked like Tear of Blood. So, pretty good accessory, but both runners have the black belt, so it's not really worth grabbing. Looks like Rina is choosing to forgo the checks on the left. I don't know if that's if she forgot that they're down there, or if she wants to do gardens first, and is just skipping them entirely on purpose. Not a bad play, though. With Slide and Malphus, that's most of the progression you would expect to find in that left area. And Backdash and Gardens. Gonna see the checks on the left from Astral. Oh, that's... okay. If that had been something like Hippogriff or Galamoth, that would have been a really bad check to skip for Rina. But with Backdash and this duplicate Backdash being in Gardens just a screen away, it's perfectly fine. Could be an issue if the Zombie Soul right there is the required yellow for Graham, but it's only 1 in 6. Seeing Calibulg for Rina, very good straight sword. Dark element, so it is resisted by the final boss Chaos, but against just about everything else, it is one of the best weapons you can have. It's like Rina's a bit lost in Gardens, honestly, one of the most confusing areas in the game, but it could be that she wanted to find the save point, which is entirely valid. Hopefully we'll see her head back up to grab the remaining couple of checks. Calibulg is a really good find for Astral, especially since while Rina had Kunitsuna, Astral has no other weapon than Calibulg. That was an early Calibulg. The jump might be possible for Rina. I don't know personally. Looks like Rina's skipping 2 checks in Gardens here. Might end up coming back through to them, since Gardens dead ends straight into Forbidden. This is not especially good Gardens placement. For those not aware, Aria, to get the true ending and complete the race, you need to kill Graham with the required 3 souls, which you can find located in books. All of these are randomized. You need to kill Julius, he is the boss located in Gardens, and you need to kill Chaos, accessed from Gardens. Gardens, unlike Top Floor where Graham resides, does not have a warp, which means you need to keep in mind where Gardens is in relative to other areas, especially with Aria Randomizer, so you can come back here after killing Graham. Unfortunately for the runners, Gardens is located at the end of corridors, far away from the corridors warp, and dead ends into Forbidden, which also does not have a warp. I slept for more than 5 hours, Shells. That's what happened. Gonna see Rina get the checks on the left now. Good to see that she isn't skipping these. Gets the duplicate Gravekeeper, and the Zombie Soul, which might be our required yellow. Find out when we get the book. From here, the runners have Malphus, but no Undine or Skula, so there's only about 4 3.5 area checks they can do. So we'll see which one of those they head off to. Still pretty in sync right now. So it looks like Rina's heading back for that save. I think it'll be interesting to see if we go for the vanilla inner quarters exit right here, where Rina is. It's like, yes. So we won't be seeing the checks at the start of the game quite yet. Left side inner quarters, this is a pretty good area for them. They don't have Galamoth, so they can't get the Galamoth check here, but there are 3 other item checks and a save point right before a boss. So with the better gear of Calibolg, it should be a pretty doable fight. Especially if we get some armor in this check here. Nope. Manticore? Where? That said, it should be a fine fight. The runners probably don't want to see like Legion, Death or Balor here, but Headhunter, Great Armor, Big Golem, those should be fine bosses to run into. Plus with the save right nearby, it shouldn't be that bad. That is the one boss you don't want to find with Calibolg. Legion has 5,000 HP for each of its parts, and resist dark. Yeah, and Astral Fate's choosing to reset out. Rina does have the multi-hit of Kunitsuna, but even with that, it's only like 60 damage per section. Not a whole lot of damage against the 5,000 some HP, and neither runner has a lot of healing, so it'd be a long fight. Looks like Rina might be going for it, though. So, best of luck to her. And we'll see Astral Fates heading back through corridors. Yeah, okay. There are a couple choices that she can go for here. There is the normally Undyne locked check for Floating Gardens, but with a precise jump in this game, you can skip the requirement there. It looks like Rina's deciding to reset out after taking a few too many hits. Looks like Astral Fate's going for Undine skip. Now, this trick is relatively precise. It depends on who you see going for it. But basically, it just requires going right or left onto the platform edge. So say you're on the right side of the platform, you need to jump to the right and then like inch your way left onto the edge of the platform, and it'll clip you up there. Area check is Forbidden Underground Cemetery. A pretty good area, 3 checks, so it has a higher percentage per check to be progression than other areas, as well as a boss, which will not be Legion, as both runners have already seen that. Rina, meanwhile, heading up to Vanilla Dance Hall. I think it's that Cemetery counts as Reservoir for purposes of being in Reservoir. Death is doable here, but it's not necessarily going to be a fun fight. Slide does make it a lot easier, though. Rina, meanwhile, went up through Corridor's Dance Hall and found the bottom of Reservoir, did the item check, but didn't decide to go up. Got a Kaiser Knuckle for her troubles. Astral might take a death here. Oh, never mind. It's a good bit of healing. She should be fine. At least till get to phase 2. Unless she gets comboed by the scythes. Rina finds Dance Hall. She can break the ceiling, but without Kicker Skeleton or any form of flight, she can't get the check up there. But she is able to head to the left with Slide. Ooh, Astral takes a death to death. I didn't quite catch what door Rina went through to get to Dance Hall. But I suspect it was Corridor's left exit, Vanilla Reservoir. Looks like Astral is heading back into the fight death, and Rina is going to be clearing out the top of Dance Hall. Left door? Okay. Ooh, Giant Bat. That's very good for Rina. Giant Bat is one of the 2 forms of flight in the game, and flight is required to access top floor, where Graham is, and to access Chaotic Realm, where Chaos is. So it is mandatory to complete the game. So like, she's immediately going to use it to get this wow, the ceiling hidden room. Allura Une takes a death to the Mimic, but that's fine. I think she saved. Plus the Allura Une soul can also be found in the shop of Hammer, so it's really not that important to go back and get. Victory. Unto Death Phase 2 for Astral. I think she can do this if she just plays a bit careful. She has the healing, last I checked, to outlast this. Just needs to make use of the damage opportunities. Oof. Yeah, still ramen and some milk. I think Astral could take down Death. Not seeing a lot of useful checks for Rina. I didn't catch the one on the left, but I saw a skull necklace and a gi. Neither of which are enviable items. However, the giant bat is still very good. Left was milk? Okay. Healing is decent. Astral down to 1 hit. Still has a milk? Okay. I believe in Astral. And Rina's heading down to lower dance hall after getting the check in the middle. Slide locked Rahab sword. Pretty good straight sword, but it's not comparable to Khalid Bulk. At dodge. Rina grabbed the warp dance hall. We'll see if that ends up being necessary. Oof, takes the death for Astral. Death himself doesn't do anything if you jump into him. No, Death doesn't have hitbox, I don't believe. But it's just that he constantly holds the scythe, so unless he throws it somewhere, you're gonna have trouble. Seeing Rina go for the oft-skipped long dance hall check. I know many runners who look at this check and say, it takes like a minute to get. It's never good, and they just skip it. And while it's a fair point, sometimes it is good. In this case, it's not. So those runners who skip it would have been correct. Cloth tunic, not what you want to see. We've seen Death and Legion, so let's see what this boss is for Rina. Headhunter, the other shop boss. Hammer's shop is divided into thirds. 1/3's unlocked at the start, 1/3 unlocks after you kill Death, and 1/3 after you kill Headhunter. So we have both shop bosses on screen right now. Headhunter is definitely the easier of them, does not resist Dark, so taking lots of damage from Calibulg, and only has 2100 HP divided among 3 forms. So it should be a very easy fight for Rina here. Just about 8 hits each. I believe that is the same HP that Death has in Aria, yeah. 4400, 44. Taking a look at the map, Rina, right now, I don't remember if she got the hammer checks right next to corridors were, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to go to corridors. Alternatively, the other exit of Dance Hall on the right side. Also a pretty good option here. Looks like she's headed to the, work. I held the opinion, holy smoke, that Death Phase 1 is actually just awful. Because the scythes combo you, the mini scythes spawn out of actually nowhere, completely random, as best as I can tell. It's just a fight designed to bully you. Got an Osafune Onikiri in the shop. Death Sickle, it's pretty good, especially against Julius, but more dark weapons isn't necessarily what these runners want to see. Not a lot of armor, just casual clothes. Rune Ring and Shop's very good. Nightmare Triad, Medusa Head, all good blue souls, except 2 of them are red souls, so all good souls. It's a pretty decent shop upgrade, but really what you want to see from those is have Claim, have Final Sword. That's not what we're going to see today. I don't want to see Rina skip these checks. Okay, thank God. She remembered. You know, for a meat strip, but 29 HP is 29 HP. Clean dodge, Panther there. We're seeing our first book, Blue Book, right as Astral finishes off Death. In the Flying Armor Soul there, completely useless. And Ancient Book 2, Bware from Blue Crow. I do believe Rina has that soul. I don't know if Astral does. No, that's not true. Astral has that soul. I don't know if Rina does. But I think that both runners have that. God. Astral with 1 hit left. Finds the black belt. You can do the check on the right without getting hit, and then just sleep out of the room. It's kicker for her troubles. Resets fully. That's fair. Ripper Room is terrifying. Both runners have wear? Alright. Then both runners 1/3 of the way to having the go mode souls. We haven't seen Skula yet though, which is pretty interesting. Is Rina gonna be heading back to try her hand at Legion? Rina found Blue Book next to Corridor's War. Yeah, school is required for Chaotic Realm. There is a single room that you needed to get through the last part of. Alright, Astral's death fight is suddenly paying off with the claim in shop. Claim in shop, mana prisms for 3k. Act Eversing. Man, this shop is stacked. It is not a cheap claim. It's 80,000, is it not? 90,000. Well, that is a really good shop. And Manticore and Wooden Golem? My god. And okay, you know what? That death fight may have taken 3 or 4 attempts, but it just put Rina in or not Rina, Astral Fates end game ready immediately. Arguably the best weapon in the game for these runners. Some of the best armor. Some of the best yellow souls with Wooden Golem and Triton. Manticore, the best blue. Yeah, Astral is stacked. We can immediately see just how big of a difference this is damage-wise. Where Rina was taking 20 damage from the Minotaurs, Astral was taking 1. $238 damage against Bone Pillar. Yeah, Claim is a holy weapon, Legion is weak to holy. Gonna be dealing 230 damage to each part of Legion. That's gonna be, what, 20 hits? Rina might end up getting Legion Soul. Since I think, yeah, alright, all pieces of the shell are dead. So now Rina will get the Soul Drop guaranteed, but also has to deal with the worst part of this fight, when Legion just decides to start bouncing. Okay. Managed to kill Legion right before the bounce attack. Very useful Legion Soul with Skeleton. It's not useful. It's not good. But Rina does have levels now from that kill, up to 500 HP, probably around level 14 or 15. And takes the safety save before heading off to the rest of inner quarters. Oh, Hippogriff for Rina. That's not especially impactful, since she already had Giant Bat, but it is faster flight. No. Astral has Eversing and Rina is using, I believe, army gear? Something like that. One of the army pieces of armor. Army-er. Man, look how fast this fight is going for Astral. Just with no risk at all. What are you gonna do? Headhunter deal 1 damage? 400 times? So damage. I think player defense is pretty simple. So just subtracts 1 damage for every defense down to a minimum of 1. Enemy defense is not that simple, and I don't remember the formula. But Astral has really good armor. Headhunter is a mid-game boss, which does not deal hundreds of damage. Usually that waterfall check that Rina just found is pretty good. Not in this case. Yes, enemies drop random souls as well as random items. Plus the required soul is, the required souls are randomized. Which alerts be like? We're gonna see Astral heading through the lower exit of Dance Hall. We haven't seen this yet. It is bottom clock tower. Not very good, but it does have the immediate warp, so Astral can head straight back to corridors after getting the random worst blue soul in the game drop. Maybe once she has Skula, she'll be able to come back here and head up to do the checks in this area. But for now, without Kicker, without Skula, she is locked. Looks like Rina is lost. Astral reset out of Kicker. It appears that Astral forgot that she reset out of Kicker. Hey, Lucho. Rina looks somewhat lost to me. I'm not sure where she's going. Astral is winning because she died 4 times to death, but then Death Shop had Claim and Eversing and Triton and Wooden Golem and Manticore. Rina got Chronomage? Did she have a Galamoth? Or did she find a random Chronomage drop? Because I didn't see either of those. Actual Chronomage from a canister. That's hilarious. But it sounds like Galamoth check wasn't very good. Did see a bit of top floor exploration from Rina. Looks like she's going to keep going. Get the bottom check at least. A lot of pretty mid armor here. So the silver plate is pretty good. Galamoth check was leather armor. And someone said what it was. Leather armor and Harpy. Nice. Solid Galamoth. Astral finds the reservoir check we've seen earlier. It'll be interesting to see if she decides to head up. It looks like she will. With Claim, there's not a lot of trouble here. Gargoyle's dying one shot. But also, without School, there's a number of checks you can't get in Reservoir. Rina has not saved in top floor. I would like to see Rina save in top floor. There we go. Looks like Reservoir connected to right clock tower. So now Astral has seen both sides. And with the save here, she'll be able to go do the boss fight. Don't judge, Lucia. Cease. We've already seen both shop bosses, as well as Legion. That is Skula in top floor. Okay. That is the first Skula we've seen, and is putting Rina a bit closer to go mode. Now at 3 out of 5, with both progression items and one book. You don't want to go there, Rina. Okay. We're going to be seeing Astral head up to the boss. Right now, I think she's hoping to fight Balor. Got the duplicate blue book. Not what we wanted to see there. Because Astral did decide to reset out of Legion, so it doesn't have those levels that Rina got. Not that, you know, she really needs them. Not with Claim and Triton. But still good to have more levels, really. Rina finds Study. That's fine with Slide. She can get through there. See what the boss is. Second Skula in Chaotic. Let's, not. Don't call that. Don't force that upon the runners. 2 Headhunter drops from 3 Harpies for Astral. That's great. Is that Olrock's suit? Yeah. Not better than Dracula's tunic, which Rina got at some point. Well, honestly, gear-wise, I would say Rina has the better defense, the better, like, armor. Everything is great, but Drax tunic, pretty good. Calibulg, very good on Julius. I think it was great armor for Astral. I barely even saw that fight. And heading into Chapel. Yo, is that blade dancing from Rina? Hell yeah. Manticore gonna be a very difficult fight. 440 HP, taking about 170 damage from Claim. Sorry, 150. Gets 3-shot. Was that Galamoth? That is Galamoth, okay. Not especially impactful, since we've already seen what's there. It's Harpy and leather armor, but still good to have. Did Rina check what the boss was in Study? Shoutouts to Vinter for following just to get the alert on the restream. A big golem. So, I think we know where Balor is now. Gonna be the boss of Arena. Vanilla Balor, anyone? And you hate to see Curse. That uncursed potion that Rina just picked, that Astral Face just picked up would be very helpful for Rina right now. And we found the duplicate Skula. Over in Study. So that's top floor in Study. Astral doesn't have it. Rina found both of them. Top floor and Study, respectively. So Astral should end up finding one of those, probably the top floor one, whenever she runs into top floor. What are the souls they need? We don't know. We have only seen Blue Book, which was where, and both runners had that. Did find Arena for Rina. It's gonna be another one of the Rina arenas, a classic in this tournament. Very good arena movement, honestly. Only gets hit once, grabs the warp, now headed left to the checks. Skipping one of the checks. Hopefully, that doesn't come back to bite her. Meanwhile, Astral forgot where Gardens goes. Gonna be awkward in about 3 seconds. Please don't try and kill the big skeleton. This is unnecessary. Just tank it and leave. Did you miss anything? No. Well, this is awkward for Astral. Finds a area check that is school locked to get out of, but does not have Skula. Rina has not seen 2 checks in Arena so far. Could come back to bite her. She skipped the bathroom, the rubber ducky room, if you will. And she hasn't seen the top of the gargoyle climb. Man, soul drops this huge. Bat from Merman, skeleton from Legion. Astral has had flight for like 10 minutes, Shells. Since Dance Hall. Going into Worst Room, sleeping out of Worst Room, and leaving to go save is such a move. Gonna see Astral heading up to fight Legion now. It's gonna be a very fast fight. Yo, we got a red soul. Altair could be the required soul. It's not, but it could be. We don't know yet. Now we're gonna see Rina with the best trick in the entire game. You put on Bat, and you'll fly through the wall. This is not a glitch, it does not go against the glitchless rule set that we use. This is an exploit. This is an oversight. Yes, there are 6 canisters of each type. That's not true. There are 6 souls placed to be the soul you require, and 5 like, they exist to scam you. 300 damage on Legion, by the way. And we got the floating in the corner glitch. Hell yeah. Okay. So, the one soul you need is placed in a canister somewhere in the castle. Then 5 decoy souls. Thank you for the word, guy. 5 decoys are placed also in canisters. Then there is also a canister placed for a mandatory rush soul, a canister placed for Bat, a canister for Skula, and a canister for Undine. So really, there are 6 reds, 8 blues, and 8 yellows. Out of this, you can also have, say, 2 canisters that are, you could have 2 rush souls. And this is because one of them is the mandatory rush soul, and one of them was placed as a duplicate. Also, Rina took a death to Balor. Unlucky, but should be easy on the second try. Astral gets Hippogriff. You could also hypothetically get 3 rush souls, in which case 2 of them are placed as decoys, because there's only, 22 blue souls to choose from? And one of them is placed as your mandatory blue. Sorry, there's actually 9 yellow canisters, because there's a duplicate Skula. I forgot about the duplicate Skula. Well, that's fine, Alessia. I don't think a lot of people memorize how this works. The Astral skipping out on top floor, heads to the right to Eastern Reservoir instead, to get Shadow Knight. Oh, thanks, Lucha. Shadow Knight, very good blue soul. Probably the second or third best blue soul in the whole game. And Astral gonna head back to top floor. There is Skula in here, which is part of what Astral needs to complete the game. As well as do Eastern, where we're gonna find like 5 books in Reservoir. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. There's gonna be a dupe of yellow and red, and also the normal yellow and red, and a third dupe of blue book. Astral checking just to see if the shop got any better after killing Headhunter. Does buy the Nightmare Soul. May also buy Medusa Head. We'll see. Does not buy Medusa Head. Okay, Astral's heading back to top floor. That's good. It wouldn't be good for her to miss Skula. I think Rina's got it this time. Yeah, there we go. Good fight. Lots of levels. And a Cataplepith soul. And the Fleaman soul? Hell yeah. Oh, there is Dracula's Tunic. It is worse defense-wise, but better attack-wise. So in other words, it's better than everything, in every way. As we all know, defenses doesn't matter as a stat, just don't get hit. We find Skula for Astral, and Rina finally does the last check in Arena. Still have not seen... Wait, Rina has not done the last check in Arena. I don't think she has done the bath check yet. We have not seen anything in Reservoir except for the breakable wall. So, I mean, that's where everything is gonna be, okay? It's all in Reservoir, or it's in Forbidden, which connects to Reservoir. Yo, let's go Rina remembered the last check. I don't know why the books aren't on the tracker. I didn't make the tracker. I don't know who did. Maybe we can convince SpeedGaming to let us use a new tracker for the Aria of Sorrow Randomizer tournament for SpeedGaming Live 2022. Coming soon in October. Man, I really want to see one of these runners go to Eastern Reservoir. Like, I feel we've seen every single exit of Reservoir, and just none of the actual content. In this case, Shells, the areas that have not been cleared are Eastern Reservoir and the dance halls and the clock tower's Skula checks. I feel wanting to see Eastern is a fair point here. Random Iron Golem drop from Skeleton for Rina. Very good soul, especially with Panther and good defense. It allows you to ignore knockback from taking damage. So you can just run straight through enemies, albeit with a shorter invulnerability period. Is Forbidden... Does anybody remember if the Forbidden exit is the second flight check in corridors? Okay, it totally is. Gonna see Astral doing Arena now? I suppose you could call it Astral. That doesn't work as well. And Arena finds Reservoir. Let's see some books here. Rina finds Curly. That's the third Rush Soul we've seen this seed. Manticore and Shop, Devil as a random drop, and Curly as the canister. DDR ring was Shaman ring. A Sherman ring. Getting bullied by chat. What does this world come to? Looks like Astral chose to reset out of that Altera check. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite her. But we'll never know because we don't have the book yet. If chat would like to start making predictions on where the book is, we have, I believe, Clock Tower Skula checks, the middle of Reservoir and Waterfall, and Forbidden Area left. You know, Mistletoe is close enough to a book guy. Same difference, honestly. No, we already saw it was behind Waterfall. I believe Forbidden Area is the second flight check in corridors, which I think is Vanilla Clock Tower, if I'm not mistaken. Yo, is that a book? Visible from Eastern? Anyways, so we have our eyes on our second book, Yellow Book. Right above the waterfall. So now the only books left to predict, where is Red Book? Who would you say is in the lead? I think they're pretty even. Rina technically is in the lead because she has seen Yellow Book. But really, it could go anyway at this point. It's just a matter of finding Red Book and Astral going to Reservoir ever. We already see the lower clock tower checks. This could be Red Book in slide check. It is Red Book in Pendulum Room. That's close enough. Red Book, Fleaman from Bad. Both runners have that as well. So, unless there's a dupe red in Reservoir, then the runners are even again. Yeah. It's not Altair. So hopefully Astral wrote down what Red Book was, because she chose to reset out of that check. In just a moment, we're gonna see Yellow Book. Zombie from Devil. I think both runners have that. It was in corridors on the right side. Is Astral gonna guess on Graham? That could work out. Not if she doesn't save. I think we might see some guessing. Yeah, resetting out a book is fine. The game doesn't need you to have the books. The books are not required for true ending. You just need to have the correct souls equipped. So you can always 1 in 216 chance it all. Equip your preferred set of 3 souls. Hope and pray. Also a good idea, guy. Especially with so much of the map cleared, the chance of having Yellow Soul is pretty high. So you just start clearing areas, then reset to top floor when they don't work out. Are we gonna see Rina finding a Red Book? Yo? I think we are. Well, maybe. After she does the other check and finds gold plate. Yo, Drunken Draconian. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the race. Hey to Rando as well. To catch up, the Raiders. For a while, it looked like Astral Fates was in the lead, and it's still a very close race, but that was the third book for Rina, and I believe she has all 3 souls, Zombie, Fleaman, and Beware. Astral, meanwhile, is clearing out Eastern Reservoir, has Red Soul, Blue Soul, both the books, and Yellow Book is above Waterfall. So we may see Astral find that very soon, but she still has a way to go before she can actually pick it up. So Rina in the lead for now. Though Astral, as you may have noticed, has Claim. Rina does not have Claim. Where it was Claim? Claim was behind Death Shop. In the cemetery, I believe. Alongside Eversing and Triton and Wooden Golem and Manticore. Rina heading off for one last shop trip for Graham and Top Floor. Pretty good gear for endgame from both runners. Even though Rina doesn't have that claim from Death Shop. Osafune, Khalid Dracula's Tunic, Vijaya, all very good weapons for finishing off Graham, Julius, and Chaos. Fates hasn't seen Yellow Book. That is unlucky. We'll have to hope she heads that way anyways. And looks like she's heading the other way. She's also like one-shot to these enemies. Two-shot, let me correct myself, had 3 HP left. And Rina heading off to go kill Graham. Looks like we're gonna see Astral find Yellow Book pretty soon. In just half a minute or so. Please. Please don't go that direction. I lied, we may not be seeing Astral find Yellow Book. Rina in phase 2 of Graham. This phase, 1500 HP, and before you deal that last hit, you need to equip your required 3 souls, which we all know. Bware, Fleaman, Zombie. Alright, and Astral now also in go mode. Gonna be behind by a bit of a fight for now, but with Claim, these fights, Chaos and Graham specifically, should go a lot faster, whereas Rina is more built for Julius. So, still anybody's race here. especially if we see a death to Julius or Chaos here. And that dodge. We're gonna see the shop trip from Astral here. Those are some really good backdash cancels. Very precise. Man, Astral has 500,000 gold. That seems a bit excessive. Death Scythe behind Dracula. Behind Graham. Hilarious check. Excessive. Now Astral heading off to Graham. Rina, gotta remember where Gardens is? For those who forgot, it is at the end of Corridors and connects to the dead end of Forbidden Area. Looks like Rina did not forget. Knows the general direction that is somewhere in Corridors. And Astral entering to this Graham fight. Look how much damage Claim does. 66. $150 on Manticore. And never mind. Oh. Going the wrong way for just a screen, but remembers where Gardens is. Heads up. On to phase 2 already for Astral. Rina has the lead for now, but Astral has a bit better weapons for Chaos. And of course, there are the two hardest bosses in the game to go through, so we could see a death from either runner. Okay, she still has some mana equipped. Everything is fine. Rina into Gardens. Just a screen to Julius. And that Manticore damage. Welcome to the Julius Belmont fight. Every 4 hits, Julius will stagger. These hits have to be from a weapon, not a soul. Yeah, Julius does not have a hitbox on his body, but his whip is a hitbox, as we're seeing quite a lot here. And he does a lot of damage, so it's very possible we see a death to Julius. Luckily we do, I believe both runners have a lot of healing here. So Julius should go pretty easily. You know, I'm not sure that's quite accurate, Bram Hall, but it does feel like that sometimes. Now in Phase 2, Julius starts using sub-weapons, all of them except Grand Cross, which she used at the start. So this is... that was a weird hitbox. Axe, Cross, and Holy Water. All at the same time, he still uses his whip, but he no longer staggers. Which is, at the same time, blessing and a curse. There's no easy pause, but it can now be a bit easier to get multiple hits in quickly. Julius goes down for Rina, right as Astral is entering. Still anybody's race. Well, this could be bad for Astral, using Claim for Julius instead of Calibulg, which I think she has. Julius does resist Holy, which Claim is, so is only taking about half as much damage. Whereas Death Scythe, we're going to see about 130, 110. A lot better than 33 from Claim. Now it's just a matter of surviving. Was Indian actually in Chaotic? I wasn't paying attention. I hate this. I hate this game. Why does Hughes let this happen? Astral is low, but that's a lot of healing. I think she should be fine. Julius only has 6,000 HP divided 4,200 between his phases. So with about 100 damage, that's only, what, 60 hits? Like 50 with 110. $54.54 hits, let's say. I think Astral should probably be using some of her mana prisms here, because even against Chaos, with Claim and Manticore, you're not going to need 9 mana prisms for that fight, ever. Whereas against Julius, you want to use your mana prisms because with Claim, your best weapon, not very effective. Also, Levitate and Chaotic, not very good for this seed. I guess if the runners didn't pick up Claim, Blocking Mail as well. Very good armor. Rina could take a death in Chaotic. Doesn't have a lot of healing left. Maybe 6 full heals. Astral could come back here just by having more healing. If Rina takes a death to Chaos. Those dodge the last Shadow Armor, and Julius goes down for Astral right as Rina is going to be entering Chaos. Look at them saving in sync. So here, the first phase of Chaos, 3 statues, they steal Soma's souls, but they have 0 defense each, so Vijaya, a multi-hit weapon, It's very good against them. At the same time, we're also going to see Clean doing a lot of damage, because while they aren't weak to Holy, Claim does deal like 150 damage. So the three statues here, the blue statue makes a dragon that deals 240 damage, subtracted by defense. The yellow statue creates a reticle that will drain someone's mana if it hits them. The red statue creates diamonds that deal, I don't know, like 210 or something. I have it written down. The red statue deals 200 damage. We're already seeing Rina taking some damage early on. Not very good with how little healing she has. But if she dodges pretty well in phase 2, it shouldn't be that bad. Why do I know this? Because I did the research so that I could write it down on a wiki. Oh my god, Astral gets a random drop lubricant. Probably won't use it, but that is hilarious. Now in phase 2, the eyes also have 0 defense, so we're seeing Vijaya do 162 damage to them. Rina has Iron Golem on, I think. Or Zombie Officer? One of those. Only 2 more healing items. This is looking good for Astral. The amount of hits that Rina is taking. For numbers in phase 2, the eyes deal 170 damage. The snake deals 170 damage. The orbs, small orbs, deal 220. The thorns deal 200, and the bone snake big orb deals 260. Seeing the swap to Levitain. I would like to see a swap off Iron Golem. Astral entering Chaos. Gonna see a lot more damage. Rina takes the death. Astral is now in the lead here. And with, what, 9 high potions left? Unless she takes a really bad combo, I think Astral might have this. Or, you know, if she just decides to not heal. Okay, thank you, Astral. The stress I get. Rina's resetting out of Chaos 1 after taking a hit, I believe. Wants to conserve her healing as much as she can. Still got those blade dances into Chaos. Manticore dealing 302 damage on the eyes. Each of them has 3000 HP, so that's 10 hits with Manticore for Astral. And keeping it going long enough to avoid the snake and the big ball. 36 damage on the core with 2 eyes down, 83 from Manticore. Those mana prisms gonna come in big right now. The damage that Astral can put out is insane. So pretty soon we're going to see Astral finishing off Chaos. Seven mana prisms left. This is why I think, why I said that she should use them against Julius. With 7 prisms left when Chaos goes down. A lot of stuff. A lot of damage could have there. But GG's to Astral. Very close race. Is game 2 right after a small break? I think so. We will see. Alright, so it looks like we're only going to have one race today, since runners' hands are rough in pain from that really good play today. But we will have both runners in for a quick interview post-match. So, hello Astral, hello Rina.
Hello.
What were your thoughts on that seed?
Who, me?
Both of you.
You can go first if you'd like.
I think it was had the potential to be a really fast seed if I wasn't playing how I was. I think everything really made sense of where to go, and everything was very easily accessible, and the equipment was like really good at pretty much every point. So it was like even no problem that I had to fight Legion early at all. I almost even just fought it without getting the Headhunter upgrade first. But I figured the way that the seed was gonna work, it's like it probably is more natural to do it that way instead. But it sucked because Giant Bat ended up being first and then finding Hippogriff later. And so maybe I could have gotten faster if I got the Hippogriff first.
See that? Astral, how about you?
I feel like I had a pretty okay time, especially after I beat Death. I was a little bit worried I was trying to fight Death too early, or...
Oh, you fought Death. Oh.
Yeah, I found Death and I died to it 2 or 3 times, but it ended up paying off because the shop had a lot of good stuff, and it kind of carried me through the rest of the seed.
Man, that death shop.
What was in
Claim
the
for-
Death Shop? Oh my god,
Claim,
Claim was in the Death
Eversing,
Shop?
Monoprisms for 3k.
I'm over
Triton,
here with the
Manticore,
Deathsicle.
Wooden Golem.
I mean, I also found Vesicle. I used it on Julius.
I saw Deathsicle and Nightmare, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good for the rest of the seed, I guess. So I just didn't bother. Was Deathless Clock Tower?
I think it was Study or New Quarters. I get them mixed up.
It was Cemetery, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I never even went.
Yeah.
So I could have. Oh man. So I guess my routing wasn't bad then. I just played really terribly. I couldn't. It was really really hot in my room, and so I was sweating. And I play on a rectangle controller, and so the surface of my controller was like full of sweat, and my hands started hurting really bad. So I just couldn't move at all. I was just running into everything 24/7, and it's just like as soon as I was starting to do Eastern all the way, I felt really sluggish at that point, and like it's gonna be like really hard to finish the rest of the seed. But I had a pretty good idea of where the last book was gonna be at that point, so I was like, it's probably worth just finishing it up, and it did end up being in Clock Tower like I thought it was. I don't know if there was a duplicate or not, but damn, I would have really liked to have Claim. Every Claim seed, I feel like I always have a really easy time with.
If it makes you feel any better, this is the first time I've gotten Claim. I've usually not had that luck.
It's a fun sword to have.
Usually, I'm fine going through the castle with Calibulg, I think. I get it a lot in a lot of the seeds I play, and I really like it. I especially like it on Julius. Even though I played, I somehow beat Julius in my first try, even though I wasted literally all my healing on him. But like, I just couldn't focus at all, so that was unfortunate. But it's okay. I guess if we were both at Chaos around the same time, then I guess it's fine.
Oh, it was a super close endgame. I know Astral was entering basically the boss right after you finished it. It's like, Graham, right as you're entering Julius. Julius, right as you're entering Chaos.
Yeah, I messed up so much on Graham too. I was like, I don't even know why I tried to do it with Desical. I could have just used Calibulg and Curly, but my brain was just fried.
You did have some good backdash cancels though. Really good attacking speed there.
I still need to learn how to do that properly.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I often think because I think I practiced a lot of like non Panther movement as well. I often think that I might actually have like a decent chance at winning some races if it was like non-Panther. But my Panther movement, I'm just so reckless with it. I'm not practiced enough with the rooms yet. And especially when I was feeling like how I was, it was just like I have
Sorry,
armor just run into
everything
everything.
when your hands hurt.
Yeah, it's because I haven't played on this controller in a couple of days, and I didn't do any hand stretches or anything, so it's my fault. And also because when it's Panther, I use the far right, one of the far right buttons for Panther, so my pinky is just held down the entire run, so it's like, ow.
Oh yeah.
I gotta change that, but I have to relearn a new button map. But I had fun still, and it was a good seed. That's definitely a seed that's like easily, like a 40-minute seed if I was fast enough.
I still need to work on my routing. I got really lucky with that death shop.
The headhunter shop wasn't bad either. I always feel good about getting Nightmare in the shop, but it wasn't until high potions were in the shop that I actually had like okay healing, and it was also a little bit sad because everything that I bought in the shop I just ended up finding anyway, so it felt a little bit like a waste of time.
Yeah, I almost bought the battle axe in there.
Thinking about it.
I had this weird feeling in my gut it wasn't yet time. Plus, I don't think I can afford it quite yet.
But at least I think there was 2 checks in the last race that I missed, and I didn't miss those in this race. That's good, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't see any checks get missed really.
So I'm happy about that. That's fine. Hopefully, I guess we can probably do or is there already other matches tomorrow? Or
Schedule-wise, we have another match tonight for Vevictus versus Spades. And then on
that's
Saturday,
game 3, right?
Yeah, game 3. And then on Saturday, we have Garni, Texas versus Trelenzo. But
okay, so it'll slot into Friday.
Yeah, schedule's pretty free.
Well, GG's, and I'm looking forward to hopefully the next 2 games. Hopefully not one more game.
Me too. I really hope we can find a time for that.
GG.
Alright, GG's to the runners. Give them a follow. Thanks to Warren Traveler for tracking. And yeah, we have another match of Vevictus versus Spades tonight at 8 EDT. So come on by, SpeedGaming 4. And thanks everybody for stopping by for the match.